Good afternoon everybody, just making a short video about putting an oxygen sensor in a 2011 2-litre diesel S-Max. Nothing on YouTube suggesting how you should do this. Unfortunately you can't get in over the back of the engine, you can't get in under the engine, so basically you have to take the air cleaner and battery box all out, and you can just do it from the side. So there's the offending article removed, the new one's in. That's where it connects on the top of the engine there. There's a little clip just there, and then it runs down behind the back of the engine, and you can just see the O2 sensor, whoops, just down there, all nice and clean. Can you see it? Just here. Okay, so that's it just there, and it goes into the exhaust. And the only way to get it out, I've tried to get it out down the back here with some extensions, you can't do it. What you have to do is you have to have an O2 sensor removal tool. That's a 1/2 inch drive. Basically it fits on the engine at an angle like that, which is why you can't do it from above. So basically you have to get that sitting perfectly on the O2 sensor. Get your ratchet on so that it's all in line. Put that on like that. You can feed your hand along under the back of the engine. Slide that down, the wire goes through that little notch. Slide that down onto the oxygen sensor. Make sure it's 100% seated right down on the oxygen sensor, otherwise you'll never get it out. And then basically you can stretch out a bar or something till you've got the maximum length that will fit before this touches the side of the engine bay, and then you've got as much leverage as possible. And the great thing is it's all in a straight line, so you can actually get it out. It was in there very tight. I've been trying for probably half an hour trying to get it undone from the top. Absolutely no way, because you have to use 2 universal joints to get down there, and by the time you put any leverage on it you just can't loosen it. So the best way to do it is to have your ratchet, an old bar or something to go on, a tube, so that you can get the maximum length, and that's sitting perfectly, this end, that's sitting perfectly on the oxygen sensor. So as soon as you go to undo it, everything is in the right direction, so you can actually turn it anti-clockwise with the ratchet. So basically that's all in, ready to start putting it all back together. I have taken the panel off the engine, and that's the good thing, when you've actually got the oxygen sensor on, the tool on the oxygen sensor, which we can just see down there again, just shining bright, that little bit of bright thing just down here, that's the actual oxygen sensor in the exhaust pipe, just there, look, you can just see it. But you have to put your arm right round the back of the engine, slide it down over this wire, line everything up, and then you've just got enough leverage here to get everything undone. So just to show what we've had to do, taking the bottom panel off under the engine, battery box, battery out, air filter out, and yeah, as I say, it is a good idea to jack it up and take the bottom cover off the engine, because then you can actually lay down and get your hand up onto the oxygen sensor from the bottom to help line this up perfectly so that it fits over the sensor. Because if you try and put it on that sensor, you can see it's already started to round it slightly. If it's not 100% on, You need to get that. You need to get that right down like that, so it's on the sensor. If it's up like that, it's just going to slip off. So you have to make sure it's perfectly seated over that end there. If it's like that, you're going to get nowhere. If it's at an angle, you're going to get nowhere, because obviously if you put an awful lot of strain on these tools, they do flex slightly, because obviously you have got this section cut out for the pipe. So you have to make sure that it's perfectly seated over the sensor, exactly like that, to get it out. Good luck everybody. I hope you found this useful. It is a bit of a nightmare of a job, but if you do it like that, you're going to get some success. Good luck. Bye.